All right, the LA Chargers just got a nice surprise. If you're new to the channel, we are Detroit Lions fans, but this channel fully dedicated to the Chargers to give you an outsider's look into your team. Detroit Lions fans, that's why I got this stuff on. So if you're new to the channel, you're like, what's going on? I don't usually even wear Lions gear, but it's Thanksgiving. Lions are on. They lose again on Thanksgiving. It might seem to you like, I'm not a Lions fan, but I noticed that the Lions pretty much lose almost every Thanksgiving. Your eyes are not deceiving you. The Lions shockingly lose on Thanksgiving a lot. They have only won, I think it's 17 times in the last 50 Thanksgivings, and they've lost 37 or something like that, however the math adds up. But it's not good. They never win. So it's just like, you don't want to be too bummed about it, but it's like, okay, well, I guess let's eat, So unbelievable. So here's the Chargers. Two pleasant surprises. Number one is that the Raiders deploy zone coverage at a top 5 rate this season and rank above average to the most zone coverage metrics. Keenan Allen has thrived against zone coverage this year. So against zone, Keenan Allen is target rate 25%, receptions 40, receiving yards 442, and actually you've got 3 other wide receivers that do pretty well against zone coverage. So that's number one, is that the Raiders are going to do zone. The Chargers do well against zone. The other thing is that article here is talking about how the Raiders, similar to the Chargers, have had a lot of shuffling on the offensive line. However, similar to the Chargers, there's been questions like it's like why isn't this guy playing, or why did they shuffle him there? The same thing is happened here. Well, Alex Kappa has been left on the bench repeatedly by Pete Carroll, and instead Pete Carroll has played undrafted free agents in favor of just a steady, good left guard. And so they had a left guard injury. They shift around, do all kinds of things, and just get absolutely throttled the last 2 weeks by the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns in back-to-back games when they could have simply put in Kappa to replace Jackson Powers Johnson. So why is this kind of a surprise? It's surprising that, and this plays into a bigger picture, I guess is where I'm going with this. This is just one move that doesn't kind of make sense. It's another team. You're kind of following along. But the whole point is that Pete Carroll, who I just thought would turn around this team essentially overnight. Really, I just thought they're going to be so much better. They are just as bad as they've been for the last couple years. It's almost like he lost his edge, he was a good coach, really good coach. And so it just, the great news, just kind of, that's kind of nice that Pete Carroll isn't just turning this team around immediately like Jim Harbaugh did. Jim Harbaugh turned the Chargers around almost not the first year, go to the playoffs, and that's kind of what you had hoped for. And then you think that's just kind of what happens. It's not. It's really hard to do. So to see that Pete Carroll can't get it figured out with Vegas is just awesome. If you're a Chargers fan, unbelievable. Now, the more we look at this game, remember, by the way, I hope your Thanksgiving, I almost said Easter. I'm out of it. And if you think if it's a little jittery on your end, that's me. I got something going on. I got to figure it out. It's a little jittery. Just hang in there with me. Just listen to the sound of my voice. Just listen. Just don't look at the video. No, but you've got hopefully a good Thanksgiving going on. It's been not even that big of a day. I was gonna say it's been this crazy day. Nah, just basically ate a bunch of desserts and watched the Lions. So it's just fine. But hopefully you're doing well. Spending time with family, just kind of hanging out. It's a great time of year. Love this time of year. Hopefully you don't have to work like Black Friday. Are you going to go to Black Friday? Do a Black Friday shopping? Let me know in the comments. Is that even a thing anymore? I'm sure it is a little bit, but it's never like it was when you were just lining up at the doors at 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. or whatever. Okay, as you look forward to this game, we've talked about it repeatedly on this channel that this is a must-win based on the schedule, based on things that are going to be happening, where you're at in the standings, 7-4. This is a bad team. Yet it's just going to be a hard win. It's going to be hard to get this win because this is a team that is playing. They have nothing to lose, absolutely nothing to lose. They want nothing more to get a victory over their rival. And the other thing is that they got a new offensive coordinator. So I was like, let's just get weird. Let's get weird. Do something weird. Let's. I mean, you'd be hard pressed to believe that they don't throw the kitchen sink at you with trick plays. I mean, that's what the Giants did to the Lions a couple weeks ago. Almost won it because it was just trick plays, the Jameis Winston, so it won't be easy. This game just will not be easy. And I don't know. It's just hard to imagine that you just blow them out. So, okay, speaking of that, speaking of the division, you've got first in the AFC, you got the Ravens playing the Bengals, just battling it out. At the time of this recording, just kind of started. But the other pleasant surprise was that the Dallas Cowboys beat the Chiefs. You're just so used to the Chiefs finding a way. And Dallas being like, kind of like, what are you doing, Dallas? Well, Dallas wins and pushes the Chiefs down. Remember that your two teams in your other team in your division, the Broncos, thank you. They're going to be playing the Chiefs. They're going to be battling out. So the Chiefs are running out of time. The Broncos, I don't know. No one's super afraid of them. The Chargers have a terrible offensive line, and yet here they sit. So it's like, can you figure out a way for the offensive line to just get a little bit better? Maybe not. It's like, no, we're too late into the season. Like, what are we going to do? We are who we are, and we're not good. Or is there schematic things you can do? Is there a shift in the offensive line? Can you try another combination of the offensive line? I think that stuff's still out there, and they will continue to do that. Then fine. And then let's see what happens here. So, again, Chiefs lose to the Cowboys. Man, that was a tough one because usually you always want the Cowboys to lose no matter what. But you also want the Chiefs to lose no matter what. So it's like, oh my gosh, what happens here? It's like it's a no-win. Actually, it's a no-lose, actually. It's a no-lose. I don't know. Chiefs, Cowboys. Okay, now, one other thing. It's Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching. I'm filming. Family's watching Home Alone 2. Great movie. Unbelievable movie. One of the top Christmas movies for sure. But yeah, can't beat it. All right, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.